Uh, Section 1, you are given 6 questions and you are given 5 advertisements. They ask you to find the answers of the 6 questions from the 5 advertisements. Before doing anything, I have to well read the questions and to underline the keywords. As I told you before, the keywords could be 1 word, 2 words, or 3 words. Now we will start with number 1. Which advertisement is not for a restaurant? It means that all of them refer to a restaurant except one. So you underline here, not for a restaurant. These are the keywords. Number 2, which 2 advertisements offer facilities for parties? So parties here is a keyword. And you will underline also number 2, the word 2, because it will remind you that you should give 2 answers. Both of them are recommended, or else both of them will be wrong. If you just answer one, it's wrong. Number 3, which restaurant states that it serves breakfast? So the main word here, or the key word, is breakfast. Even if you don't find breakfast and you find AM, which means the morning, and of course you take your breakfast in the morning, so both of them are right. Number 4, which restaurant will give you an extra serving if you present the coupon? So the coupon here is a keyword. Underline it. Number 5, which restaurant does not offer a takeaway service? It means that all of them offer a takeaway service except one. So underline does not offer a takeaway service. Finally, which restaurant will bring the food you order to your house? So it means here, of course, home delivery. Please write home delivery. Now let's try to answer them without reading the passage as I promised you before. Let's start with number 1. Which advertisement is not for a restaurant? It means that all of them refer to restaurants except one. In the past we used to read the passage once or twice. Now you don't need of that. You read only the first 2 lines, which summarizes what the paragraph speaks about. Now, first advertisement, it's your choice by a burger. Underline the word burger, which means that it refers to a restaurant. Number B, it's quite clear, Trellan's restaurant. Number C, it's Indian flavor and dinner. Sure, it's a restaurant. Number 4, Writer's Cafe. And he mentioned the word cuisine, which is a French word for kitchen. Even if you don't know the meaning of cuisine, you will find here a lot of food. Breakfast, toast, pancakes, smoked salmon, eggs. Sure, it's a restaurant. So there is only one left, which is number E. It has no relation with restaurants because it speaks about vegetarian cooking classes. It's like a kind of school to teach those women who have no idea about cooking, which has no relation with restaurants. So the answer of number 1 is E. You write only the letter E. Now let's move to the second passage. Turn the page, please. And you will find questions from 7 till 12. You will find a part of each sentence is underlined. Some words are underlined, the others are not. Now, here we are mainly interested in the underlined words, not the whole sentence, because the whole sentence could give a certain meaning, and the underlined ones give another one. So I have to attract your attention that we are speaking about what's underlined words. He asks you, the underlined words here, could they give the meaning of example or a reason or correct procedure? Let's try to find out the difference between each one. If we answer number 7, whilst heating liquids which contain air, stir several times during heating. Why? To avoid spillage of the liquid. So the underlined words here, to avoid the spillage. So here it's quite clear, it's a reason. So you write the letter R or the word reason. Number B, 8. Potatoes, apples, eggs. Of course, here it's quite clear, it's an example. So you write the letter E or you write the word example. Finally, number 12, he says here, clean the oven, the door, and the seals with water and a mild detergent. It's quite clear, it's kind of instruction. So it is supposed to be correct procedure. Now let's move to questions 13 to 20. Here we have got here 5 kinds of activities. Please underline each one of them, the title. Number 1 is early morning stroll. Please underline early morning stroll. The following one is pause and prowl. You underline pause and prowl even if you don't know its meaning. I know that you don't know it. Number 3, it's basin track. I know also that you don't know it. Doesn't matter. I told you before, don't get worried about not knowing a lot of vocabulary. He's not after the explanation of the vocabulary. Number 4, it's poetry. Number 5, it's morning walk. So how many activities do I have here? Here I have got 5 activities. Number 1, early morning stroll. Number 2, pause and prowl. Number 3, basin track. Number 4, it's poetry. And finally, it's morning walk. Good. This is a brief summary about the passage. Now, let's turn the page and try to find out what the examiner asks us to do. Here, he gives us a kind of chart. He asks us to fill in the missing words with 1 word, 2 words, but no more than 3 words. Before dealing with the passage, I told you before, you don't need to read the passage. And the first step you have to do is to find out what he supplies us in this table. Firstly, he mentions the word activity, which is the name of the activity. What to bring and what to wear. What you should bring when you go on this activity or what to wear. For example, if you go mountaineering, you have to wear blue jeans, Coachy, whatever. What is supplied? It means that what this activity could supply the people with. For example, if you go horse riding, he will supply you with a horse. If you go on diving, he will supply you with oxygen tank. Now the last thing is the chief attraction. What attracts the people for this activity? For example, if I go to Sharm el-Sheikh, I will go on diving. If I go to Alexandria, I will go on fishing. So each place has its own chief attraction. It's your own demand here to find out what attracts the person to this activity. Let's try number 1. Early morning stroll. And he asks you what is the chief attraction in this place. Let's turn the page backward to the first activity, early morning stroll, and see how I'm going to find the answer without, concentrating on the words. Meet at 7:30 at the end of place, it's an address, while the bush is alive with bird song. So what attracts us in this place is the bird song. This is one word. It's quite enough. But I can also say alive with bird song, which are 3 words. So I could either use bird song or alive with bird song. Both of them are correct. Now, let's have another example, number 17. Here he asks the reader to find out the name of the activity, what to bring and what to wear, but he gives us a hint, a keyword, that this activity supplies the people with coffee and biscuits. So if I could find the words coffee and biscuits, I will find everything easy. Now, if you pay attention to activity number 2, the last line, he mentions here coffee and biscuits. Now, where is the title here? The title here is Possum Prowl. I know that you don't know the meaning of Possum Prowl. It doesn't matter. We are not asked to give explanation for vocabulary, but we have only to mention Possum Prowl, and it's quite enough. Is it clear? I hope. Now, this is the end of section 1. Now, we will turn to section 2 right now. Follow us.